Hey, welcome to Tabletop Coffee. We are in a new space today.
It is a new space.
This
Yeah.
is awesome. So,
Yeah.
where are we?
We are at 371 Oakdale Circle, Lynchburg, Virginia. Officially Campbell County, but its address is actually a Lynchburg address.
Yeah, and this is part of Chuck's new building.
Yeah.
He is moving Windhurst Counseling Center here, but not in this space. This is an area that is not in destructive mode at this time.
Yeah, the other area is being destructed and constructed. Kind of at the same
Right now,
time.
it's really destructed.
It's pretty rough looking. But Pete and his crew will make it look pretty.
Yeah. So anyway, Chuck is a licensed professional counselor and a licensed marriage and family therapist.
And my good friend Keith Dunn is a network engineer. And today we are Tabletop Coffee, where we talk about how to do life, do it well,
Being bold and never.
ever bitter.
Yeah, and what we're talking about today, wow, it is, it's not so much bold, it's just kind and it has no
Yeah.
bitterness to it.
It's a good story. I can't wait to share it.
We are talking about simple acts of kindness. Something that you can do, tipping that domino of doing something. It doesn't have to be big, although it can. It doesn't really matter. It can be something small right there in front of you, just a simple thing, wanting that to create a domino effect to where others will continue that process.
Yeah, simple acts of kindness.
And in the way, yeah, you definitely want to stay tuned for this because in where we are in the world, we need love, we need kindness, we need to share that with others. And that's what we're going to be talking about.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had this situation to happen last Friday, this was. There's a lot of unrest. There's always unrest, and you're never going to get rid of unrest. But
Yes.
there's a lot of unrest in our country right now.
Yes, there is.
And we were out of water at our office.
Okay.
We provide bottled water.
Right, a
for
little
our folks.
refrigerator out
Yeah.
in the of the front area.
We were running low on water, so I was on the way home on Old Forest Road, and I ran into Walmart
Okay.
and to get some bottled water. So I got 5 cases, put it in a cart, and was coming out.
Wow.
And when I did, there was this African American lady who was walking up and down the aisleway of the parking lot,
Okay.
and she couldn't find her car. And she had
Okay.
either her panic button didn't work, or she didn't have one, or the car was too far from where she was. Anyway, she wasn't able to electronically find out where her car was.
Right.
And then there was a white lady that was trying to help her find the car.
Okay.
And they were talking about it, and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry you can't find your car." She goes, "Yes, I have never done this before in my entire lifetime." And I said, "Well, I assure you I have." She said, "You have?" And I said, "Yeah, I've done it." I continued on. I said, "What kind of car is it?" And she said, "It's a black Nissan Maxima."
Okay.
And so I went on to my car and opened my car up and unloaded the bottled water. So this is taking time. And then I finished up, and then I put my cart away, walked over to where it was. I didn't want to leave it hanging out in the parking lot. The African American lady was still there looking for her car, and the white lady had gone. I guess they just couldn't find it.
Okay.
So I said, "You're still looking for your car?" And she says, "Yeah, I am. I've never done this before." She was like really embarrassed. And I said, "Look, I have.
Yeah.
I've done it." It was 89 degrees on.
Yeah.
She's walking around out there with a mask on,
Oh.
and I was really feeling bad for this lady. And I said, "Look, okay, we got 2 things we're going to do here. One is I'm going to drive up and down the aisleways of this parking lot at Walmart until I find your car.
Okay.
Or," I said, "if you're not okay with this, I truly, truly get it.
Right.
But you can get in the passenger seat of my car and drive with me
Right.
and find your car."
Sure.
And I said, "Again, if you're not comfortable with it, I truly, truly get it." She goes, "No, I'm okay with it." We got in my car together, and she said, "And my mom is up there with the stuff they purchased with a cart outside of Walmart
Oh,
waiting on
no.
me." And so I said, "Well, let's go tell your mom where you are." So we drove up there. And we drove up, and there she says, right there's my mom. So I put down the window, and she's sitting in my passenger seat, and she's going, hey, Mom, we're looking for my car. And her mom is just looking at her with this blank look on her face and just kind of shakes her head a little bit and gives a little bit of a smile. And so we drove up and down 2 more aisles. And then I saw it, and I said, there's your car.
Okay.
And she goes, yes, it is. And then she says this. She says, simple acts of kindness. Simple acts of kindness. And she gives me a high five, and she gets out of the car.
Well, good for her. Good for you.
Yeah, I did. I felt so good about that, and I was grateful. I was like, God, thank you, for allowing me to be at this particular place, at this particular time, so that I could meet that need.
That is such a great story, and it's so easy to step into things like that, or to just let it be and walk away from it.
I know, yeah. And I didn't want to do that. I was like, here's this opportunity. And I've missed opportunities before.
We all miss opportunities.
Yeah. Chris Valentin did a great message on this a while back called Chronos time versus Kairos time.
Okay.
And Chronos is, the clock.
Right.
But Kairos time is it's that moment when the situation is right, when there's this window of opportunity, when there's a window that's created with anointing on it from God, to lean in and to do something. And it's only there for a short period of time. And you've got to act in the moment.
I'm so glad you shared that story with me.
Yeah.
So if we could get into that mindset of, okay, I'm going to do the simplest thing, or whatever is set in front of me. Make that right choice at that right time.
Yeah, just do it.
Then that can create, we always talk about tipping dominoes. You talk
there's
about
one.
a domino effect.
Yeah, it really could change things in a hurry.
Tip that domino and let that thing just keep on moving and build momentum on its own.
See what happens.
Yeah.
So maybe I was thinking if you guys could make some comments below about some really good things that have happened to you.
Oh, that's a great
because
idea.
of somebody else's kindness, or maybe some act of kindness that you have done as well. So yeah, Tanya. Her name was Tanya.
Tanya, okay.
Yeah, I said, hi, I'm Chuck. What's your name? And she said, my name is Tanya.
Okay, good.
I got to meet Tanya.
Oh man, thank you for sharing that. And what a great timely story to go into, something to happen.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the next opportunity. I don't know what it'll be, but something will present itself.
Yeah, I look forward to that as well. I will be looking for that so I can tip that domino.
Yeah.
Join us. Tip a domino.
So there we go. Simple acts of kindness.
Yeah.
If you liked our content, please go down and subscribe and then ring that bell.
Da-ding.
I love the way you do that.
I know, I did that the other week and I thought, man, adding the sound effect really helped.
That way you'll be notified in the future of when we release new videos.
Yeah, and be sure to like it and share it with your friends.
Please do. Thanks, everyone.
Until next time.